Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, coming at you with another drawing video. It's Sunday, so we're back at it again. And today's video, we're going to be drawing Astro Bot. No one requested this one. I just felt like drawing Astro Bot this week. Realized I haven't drawn him. He's a really cute, fun character. So we are drawing Astro Bot from the game Astro Bots. Yeah, there's not much else more to say. So, let's get our pencils ready. And let's jump in. Alright guys, so first thing you want to do while drawing Astro Bot here is we're going to start off with a nice decent sized circle. This is basically going to be where his head is going to be located. And then underneath that we can get a circle with another big circle right underneath it like this. So he kind of looks like a snowman almost. Then what we could do here is get a nice oval for his legs, and then we can get a nice oval here for an arm and another one, and then this arm's going to go out and he's going to be waving up here, which we can just show in ovals. And basically you can get like a bunch of circles and ovals to kind of make up the entirety of the shape. So this is good enough for us to get a nice gesture in. So now with Astro Bot's head, we're not going to follow this circle. What we're going to do is lightly draw in a very rounded, kind of rectangle type shape that's pretty much going to like encap the circle that we made. So the circle's like this big. So this kind of like rectangle square is going to be about that big around it. So now that we got that done, what we can do is kind of refine the shape. So basically for Astro Bot's head, it's going to start right about here, and you're going to have very rounded corners. Straighten out at the bottom here, like this. And have another rounded corner. And then the head is going to go slightly up and in. So very slightly, again, you're going to round off the corners. Go up and in like that. So the bottom line should be longer than this top line by just a little bit. So now that that is done, what we can do now is basically just draw a shape that hugs this one very closely on the inside. Like so. Like that. If you want to, you can draw in the crosshairs. They'd be something like this for his like center line. And we're just drawing this Astro Bot smiling. And to do that, right here, about here and here, you could draw circles, which if you want to keep his eyes circles, you can. They're usually normally circles, but we're going to make them give a little bit of like a smile. So what we're going to do is draw a curved line that intersects the circle there, and you basically get these like little crescent moon shapes right there, and another one right there. But again, like I said before, if you want to do like a full circle, feel free to do a full circle. I know his eyes kind of change a little bit. Also, I'm not going to like do it in this one, but if you want to, you could shade all this in black, like this whole TV screen face thing. All of that could get shaded in black if you want to. I won't, just to save time. And then just to finish off his head, what we're going to do is get a nice circle right about here. And I'm just going to darken that in. And then what we're going to do is get a little curve line that curves in like this for the antenna. Like so. So that's pretty much it, how you draw his head. Now let's jump into his body. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So we'll start with his neck. His neck's going to be right here, and it's going to be a curved line going down here and here like this. And then you're just going to connect it with kind of like this U shape, like so. Then what we can do is kind of refine the body shape a little bit. So basically the body is going to be like this upper part, and then he has like a bigger lower part to him. And what you want to do is start right about here and just draw a line kind of curving down. It's going to dip in slightly and then go out. And then straighten out right about here on the bottom. And then same thing on this side. It's going to go out, kind of curve in, get a little bit of a dip. And then straighten out at the bottom there, like that. So he actually almost has like an hourglass type figure if you think about it. And then what we could do here is find kind of like this center line. And the center line is going to be where, and I guess you can get two if you want. We're going to start right here, and it's going to be a curved line. Almost kind of follows this curve here until we get to about here, and then it's going to go down. Then we're going to hit this center line here, go across, And then we're just going to mirror what we did on the other side. Like that. Very simple. And now we're going to jump into his legs. So his legs aren't hard at all. Basically, you could break this oval down that we have right here into two with a line. And what you want to do is kind of follow the oval that we have here till you get to the center line. Then we're going to straighten it out at the bottom here. And then draw it in like that. Then for the bottom of the leg, we're going to start with the straight part up here and then go into the curved part. So the bottom will be the curved part like this. And then for some detail here, you could get two kind of parallel lines that wrap around the leg here. And then one line that curves up and over like that. So there's that foot. And now we can get the second foot and we'll do the exact same thing. So we'll have that nice kind of curve, straighten out at the bottom here, curve it up and around like that. This one's going to just dip down like so. Get those two parallel lines and then a curved line going up like so. And then he also has a little bit of detail here. So right about here, you're going to get a curved line that wraps around like this, and then another one that hugs it very closely, and it will bump out a little bit here and here. And then same thing on this side. It's going to curve down like this, and then another one's going to curve down, hugging it very closely. Get a little bump on the edges there, like so. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the legs here. Now we could jump into the arms, and we'll start with this one right here. And almost very similar to this one, what we're going to do is you basically get a nice kind of oval right about here that goes up like that. And then here what we're going to do is draw kind of like another oval type shape like this. And then, so we're going to straighten out the bottom here like this. And then go up and then in like so. Then we're going to have like a little bit of a bump here. Like that. And now what we're going to do is get two lines going out here, and then you connect them for the finger, and it's going to wrap around here. And then you just see the two lines going out here, and then two lines going out here, and then you connect them like that. And then you would erase the overlap with this finger. Like so. There you go. And now we're going to do the exact same thing. And we also have another curve line here. Very similar to what we did right here. We're doing that right there. And that's pretty much good for that hand. And this hand's pretty much the exact same thing. This one's just going up like that. So what we're going to do is draw in that oval. Like so. Then we're going to get another oval. It's going to go out here. Kind of straighten out on top a little bit before going in like that. Have a little bit of a bump. Like so. And then we can get the kind of rectangle right there with the bottom. And then we're going to get one right there and one right here. Like that. Just darken in this now. Erase any overlap. And then get a nice little curve line like that. And there you have it. There's Astro Bot. Honestly, now I'm looking at it, this arm is way too small. So I'm going to redo this one and just make it slightly bigger. But other than that, that's pretty much how you draw Astro Bot. I knew it was small when I was doing it. That's why I hesitated for a minute. Because I was like, that's a little small. But I was like, eh. And I was like, nah, it's small. So I'm just going to redraw what we did here. Just make it bigger. And again, when you know the steps, you can see how quickly you can do it. Like, you can just do. Very simply. And then curve that around there like that. And that is pretty much how you draw Astro Bot from the game Astro Bots. And I guess if you want to, you know, erase this and that right there, any overlap. So, but yeah, that's pretty much how you draw Astro Bot. Here is the sketch we just did. I'll leave that over there. I will take the inked version I did beforehand and put it up there as well, so you get like a good reference for both of them. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I just really wanted to draw Astro Bots today. I know this wasn't requested, but I'll go back to the requests next Sunday for the next How to Draw video. I got quite a few of them. But if you guys do want to leave a request, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. All I ask is you check the playlist before requesting, because I might have already drawn the character you wanted. So just check the playlist. That's all I ask. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.